Hey guys, I am doing example 7 on page number 305 for CBSE class 11. The page number may be different in your book. So they are asking find derivative of sin x at x is equal to 0. So what is by the first law, the definition of df by dx is limit h is tending to 0 f of a plus h minus of a by h. And what is a? A is the point where we are supposed to find the derivative. So here a is 0, correct? So let me write down, it will be h is tending to 0 f of 0 plus h minus f of 0 by h. So now if I put the values, so it will be h is tending to 0, f of 0 plus h is nothing but fh, correct? It's nothing but fh. So f of h minus f of 0 by h. So this will be limit h is tending to 0 f of h. So fx is sin x. So fh will be sin h minus sin 0. f0 will be sin 0, correct? If fx is sin x, so f0 will be sin 0. I have written here by h. What is sin 0? Everybody knows sin 0 is, what is sin 0 is 0 only, correct? So this sin 0 we can just eliminate. So this will be limit h is tending to 0 sin h by h. And this is a limit formula. Limit h is tending to 0 sin h by h is always 1. This is the formula. So this is your answer. Here example, next example, fx is 3. So fx is a constant. So what is the derivative of fx at x is equal to 0 and 3? This is a very important question which will give us one more concept for learning. To write down df by dx, the formula says limit h is going to 0 f of what? 0 plus h minus f of 0 by h. If we are finding at x is equal to 0, if we are trying to find the derivative at 0, this is the formula we have to follow. So this will be limit, let me write it again. This will be limit h is tending to 0, f of 0 plus h will be f of h minus f of 0 by h. So what we will get here? F of h will be 3 only because fx is a constant. So no matter it is f1 or f2 or f3 or f4, fx is constant 3. So the value anywhere of a function is 3 only. At 0 also it is 3 only, correct? It's a constant function. So no matter what is x, the function value is 3 only. 3 and 3 cancel. Okay? See here, if they give you, suppose fx is x square. So how do? We do f1 is 1 square, correct? f2 is 2 square, like that. So whatever is the value given here, we keep on putting here and calculate, right? But if it is given fx is 3 only, it's given 3 only, then f1 is also 3, f2 is also 3, f3 is also 3, because it's a constant, it's same everywhere. That's why I have used fh is also 3, f0 is also 3, 3 cancel. So answer is 0. So always remember, derivative of any constant term is always 0. It's a concept. So the very important conclusion that we got here, that derivative of any constant term is always 0. So we will always use this in coming questions. Write down. This is example number 9. You will find it in your book. So what is the formula for derivative? F dash x matlab they are asking df by dx, derivative. Okay, we also call it f dash x. So what is the formula? limit, we are doing from first principle, limit h is tending to 0, f of x plus h minus f of x by h. This is the formula. So let me solve it. H is tending to 0, x plus h. The same function, we have to just replace x by x plus h. Correct? So let me write down 10 times x plus h minus 10 times of x, okay, by h, because this is fx. Fx is tan x. So if we simplify, it will become h is tending to 0, tan x plus tan h minus tan x by h. So this and this cancel, okay, and h also cancel. So what is left over? Limit h is tending to 0, 10 by 1. So answer is 10. Okay, if we put the limit. See next question. So this is example 10. You will find fx is x square. Find out df by dx, or you have to find out f dash x. So they both have the same meaning. This is just a symbol for a derivative. Okay. So df by dx, let me write the formula. Limit h is tending to 0, f of x plus h minus of fx by h. This is first principle. Okay. So h is tending to 0. F of x plus h will be what? X plus h square. Correct? Minus x square by h. So let's simplify it. Limit h is tending to 0, x square plus h square plus 2xh minus x square by h, right? So what I did here, I just opened it, a plus b square, which is a square plus b square plus 2ab, and this I am just copying here. Okay, this and this is cancelling. I think anything is common. I think limit h is tending to 0, is anything common, do you think? I think h is common. So what I will get here is h plus 2x by h. Correct? So now h and h will cancel. Fine. So what we will get, limit h is tending to 0, h plus 2x. Okay, h plus 2x. So when I put limit, so what it will become? It will become 0. This is 0. So answer will be 2x. So these are the first principle methods. Later on we will learn the direct formula as well. Let's do one more question. So this is the final answer. Let's do one more question, guys. So this is the question. Function is given. We already know by observation that fx is a. A is a constant. In mathematics, a, b, c is used for constant terms. X, y, z, t or s are used for variables. So this is for your reference. ABC is always used for constant. So fx is a means it's some constant term. So we already know by our knowledge then df by dx will be 0. By our knowledge we already know, because derivative of a constant term is always 0. But let's solve it. Okay. So df by dx will be limit h is tending to 0 by first law, f of it will be x plus h minus of x by h at any point. Correct? So let me write down limit h is tending to 0. What is f of x plus h? See, this function is constant. It does not matter what is there. If it is x plus h, or if it is only x, or if it is 2 or 3 or 5, whatever it is. Its value is always a, because it's a constant function a. And this is also constant a by h. So this and this cancel, which is answer is 0. Next question. This is example number 11. So we have to find df by dx by first principle. Okay. After a while we will learn few formulas as well, but by first principle df by dx will be limit h tending to 0 x plus h minus f of x by h. This is the basic formula, correct? So this will be limit h is tending to 0. What is x plus h? This is the formula. This is the function. So it will be 1 by x plus h minus 1 by x by h. So what I will get here is tending to 0. Let me just simplify it little bit, okay? So what is LCM here in these two? What will be LCM? So LCM of these two will be x plus h into x, correct? That's how we do, and this into this and this into this. So x minus h. I hope you understood, because here is minus, the sign will change, correct? Minus x minus h, so this will cancel. So what we are getting here is, and this was solved, and don't forget this h, this was also there. This is only top part we have solved, okay? So don't forget this h is also there. So let me solve it here. Limit h is tending to 0. The top part I am getting minus h by x plus h into x divided by h, correct? So to solve it, what do we do? The denominator comes up by flipping, right? Denominator comes up by flipping. So minus h by x plus h into x into this denominator will flip 1 by h. That's how we solve, right? So this h and h will cancel. Okay, so what I am getting here now is limit h is tending to 0 minus 1 by x plus h into x. Now we cannot simplify further. So what is the point now is just put h is equal to 0. We just need to put h is equal to 0. So if I put h is equal to 0, I am getting 1 by x into x. So answer is 1 by x square. This is my answer. Okay. So remember your basics. Once again I will tell you, if you have to solve a by b divided by c by d, okay? So you have to, how to solve it? You have to do a by b into this flips and comes up. I am telling you because I have seen many of my students doing this basic mistake. So to solve it, numerator is copied and denominator is flipped. Okay. Next question. So this is the example which is very important. Write down. This is important question. Now we need to solve it by using formula. The first formula that you have to learn is derivative of x raised to power n is x raised to power n minus 1, because we cannot be doing first principle all the time. To solve questions we have some shortcut formulas. So derivative of x raised to power n is this. Okay, here n can be any number. It can be any number. It can be integer, it can be non-integer, it can be fractional, it can be positive number, it can be negative number. For any number this formula is applicable. Okay, so let's apply here. So df by dx will be d by dx of this entire thing, which is 6x raised to power 100, x raised to power 55 plus x. Remember, this derivative goes to all three terms, to this also, and to this also. So this is your very first example. Watch it carefully. Okay. So d by dx of 6x raised to power 100 minus d by dx of x raised to power 55. That's how we write it. Okay. This is 100. Let me just clean it up. This is this minus plus d by dx of x. Perfect. Now to solve it, whatever is the coefficient that we don't touch, we just write like this. And for this I will apply this formula, n into x raised to power n minus 1. And what is n here, by the way? What is n here? N is 100 here basically. If I write for this 100, for this what is n here? 55. For here what is n? Is 1, the power, correct? So I am planning to use this formula here. So let me show you. 6 into n which is 100, x raised to power 100 minus 1. This is done. Minus, now for this I have to do n which is 55, because this is the formula, n into this. So n is 55, x raised to power 55 minus 1, you can see here n minus 1, that's why I am using here n minus 1, plus derivative of x. So what is power of x? Is 1, correct? So it will be 1 into x raised to power 1 minus 1. इधर देखिए n minus 1 will be 1 minus 1. Okay. So let's simplify it. So it will be 600 x raised to power 99 minus 55 x raised to power 54 plus what will be this 1 into this x raised to power 0. And we know anything power 0 is what? Anything power is 1 only. Anything power 0 is 1 only. So I can just write it 1. Okay. So this is nothing but 1. So this is your answer. From here we have one conclusion, that derivative of x is 1. This will be very useful later. So this is your answer. And write down one conclusion, d by dx of x is always 1. This we can use directly later. Derivative of x is 1. Please write this down. We will use it multiple times. Derivative of x is 1 only. Next example. So here is example 14. Fx is this a polynomial, okay? And we need to find out derivative of this at x is equal to 1. This is the question. So first let me find out df by dx by formula derivative. So derivative we have to find of each term. Correct? Derivative means derivative of each term. So d by dx of 1 plus d by dx of x plus, okay, d by dx of x square. That's how we write. Okay. Then d by dx of x cube, correct? And so on, it will go d by dx of x raised to power 50, correct? Here we will use our basic knowledge. What is basic knowledge? Derivative of 1 is 0 because it's a constant. So we know the derivative of constant, write down, is 0. One thing, derivative of x is always 1. This you have to remember. And derivative of any power is n, x raised to power n minus 1. So these are three formulas we will use. 1, 2, 3. These three formulas we are gonna use here. So derivative of 1 is 0. What is derivative of x? Is 1. What is derivative of x square? For this I will use this formula. This one, correct? So here my n is 2 for applying formula. Here n is 3 for applying. Here what is n? At this term, what is n? N is 50. So I am going to apply this term, this formula here. So let me write down. So it will be d by dx of 1. I am done. See, this is done and this is done. इसका क्या होगा? 2 into x raised to power 2 minus 1, correct? Plus 3 into x raised to power n minus 1, which is 3 minus 1, plus 50 into x raised to power 50 minus 1. So what is the derivative? Is 1 plus 2x. This is, see, 0 मैंने छोड़ दिया. So this is only 1 I am copying. This I am copying. Plus what is this? 3x square plus ऐसे करते करते we will reach 50 x raised to the power 49. So this is the derivative of the function. This is your answer. But there is one more term. They are asking to find derivative at x is equal to 1. If they are asking derivative, this is done. This is your answer. But they are asking at x is equal to 1. So now how to solve it? So we will just put x is equal to 1 here. We will just put in entire question, put x is equal to 1. So what will be my derivative? F dash x will be 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4. It will continue till 50. Something like this. Yes or no? Because if you put x is equal to 1, it will be 1. 1 square is 1. 1 raised to power 49 is 1 only. So this is my answer. But if you want to simplify it, so for that, write down, this is an AP. 1, 2, 3. This is an AP. Correct? So what is the sum of AP? So this is an AP and sum of AP, this is the formula. Write down n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Where n is total number of terms, which is 50 here. Okay, a is the first term of AP, which is 1 here. D is the common difference, T2 minus T1, which is 1. So here if I apply the formula n by 2, so 50 by 2, 2a plus n minus 1, 50 minus 1 into D. D is how much? D is 1 only. So it will be 50 by 2 into 2 plus 49. Correct? And if you solve it, the answer is this. This is your answer. I hope you got it. So let's solve next question. I think in previous video I have told the formula for addition or subtraction. Now let me tell you how to find derivative if there are two functions in division or two functions in multiplication. Okay. So write down the formula if you have fx is u into v. So if you have u into v, so derivative of this function will be df by dx will be u as it is, derivative of second plus v as it is, derivative of first function. So this is called product rule. Okay. If you have a function u by v, something up and down, then how do we do it? df by dx is v as it is. Remember, start with v, which is down. Du by dx minus u, the upper one, into dv by dx by the denominator square. This is called quotient rule. So these are important formulas. Write down at the back of your notebook. Okay. Pause it and write down. Now if you observe, here we have u by v. See, this question can be solved by using that first principle method, but it will be very lengthy. Okay. So mathematicians have given these formulas. So I am planning to use this here because it is u by v. So this is my u and this is my v. Okay. So let me solve it. So df by dx will be what? If I try to use the formula, this is my formula. So I am trying to use it. V as it is, which v is this, d by dx of x plus 1 minus u as it is, x plus 1, and then derivative of x divided by v square. So it will be x square. Correct? So let me just simplify x as it is. What is derivative of x? We have to learn it. Derivative of x is 1. And what is derivative of 1? Is 0. I already told you because that is a constant term. So derivative of a constant is 0. So I am not writing it. Derivative of x is 1. I have written. Okay? Minus x plus 1. Derivative of x, which is 1, directly by x square. So let me simplify x. Minus of x minus 1 by x square. This is cancelling. Correct? I hope you got it. So final answer is minus 1 by x square. Okay, let's do next one. So this is the general formula for first principle. So they are asking to solve derivative of sin x using first principle. Okay, so this is the formula. Limit h is tending to 0. This will be sine of x plus h minus of sin x by h. What is sin c minus sin d formula? Limit, let me write down. This is the formula. Sin c minus sin d is 2 cos c plus d by 2 into sin c minus d by 2. This you will learn in trigonometric chapter. Here I can say that this is your c, this part is c and this part is d. I am applying sin c minus d. So this part I am taking as c and this part as d. So 2 cos c plus d by 2 x plus h plus x by 2 into sin c minus d x plus h minus x by 2 divided by h. So what we will get here is limit h is tending to 0 to cos of, what is this? 2x plus h by 2 into sine of, this x and x cancel, h by 2 divided by h. Now comes the important part. We have learned that sine h by h is 1. We remember that by formula, correct? Let me write down that formula. If you remember, it says limit, if you have x tending to 0, so sine x by x is 1. This is the limit formula. The condition for limit formula was that x and x should match. These two should match. Here is h by 2. This is not h by 2. This is h. If this will match, I can apply the formula. So to make it h by 2, can I divide by 2 here and multiply by 2? Watch it carefully. I can do that. Divide by 2 and multiply by 2. Now in these two, this is matching h by 2, h by 2. Correct? So let me simplify further. Limit h is tending to 0. देखिए 2 and 2 will cancel. So this is 2x plus h by 2 into this by this. So sine of h by 2 divided by h by 2. This part will become 1 because by the principle of limits. So I don't have to solve it. By the principle of limits, since the upper and lower part is matching, so this will become 1. So let me write down limit h is tending to 0 cos of 2x plus h by 2 into 1. Now I cannot do anything further. So I will just put the limit h0 here. So let me put it cos 2x plus 0 by 2. What will happen now? 2 and 2 will cancel. So answer is cos x. This is a very, very important conclusion, that derivative of sin x is nothing but cos x, because we cannot every time do the first principle. So this was the entire first principle method. See here, all the steps. But every time we cannot do it. So whenever they ask derivative of sin x is cos x. Okay. Similarly, we can do one more formula. d by dx of cos x comes out to be minus of sin x. So these two we will use as a formula. See you guys in next video with next example. Thank you.